Hey everyone, and welcome to a very special break in our usual schedule for So You Think You Can Fanon. I'm gonna let everyone know ahead of time, we did have some audio issues on Matt's side for the beginning of our campaign. We've decided that we're gonna actually be doing a recap episode for the first two episodes in case you don't want to deal with Robot Matt. However, this is, of course, our entire first session of our campaign broken up into two episodes. So you might notice that there are some kind of weird cuts at the end. This is just because I really didn't have a lot of time and I was working really hard on making sure that this is actually finished. So with that being said, we will actually be seeing you guys next week for our 40th episode, the Big 40, where we read Chain of Memories again. But I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, make sure that you share it around, let people know that this is something that we're doing, and we will see you all next week for the return of our usual schedule, and then after that will be another episode of 20 on the Dice Throw. This map is pretty worldly.
Well, it's more like the crappy local maps in Skyrim that you can't fast travel from. Which means there's no fast travel yet, I'm sorry. We'll pass that in later.
Yeah, Bethesda really cut our budget short.
You'll have to find the special tubes in Metroid to do it first. Anyhow, so we have a basic traveling system. Each 3 blocks of 5 feet on this map equates to a day's travel. So it'll be about a 5-day journey over there. And each day you'll have to roll to see if you'll get into an encounter.
Ooh. What are you rolling?
Would be perception, wouldn't it?
So there's a few things that we could do. This is where I'm including what's called the journey system. Each day you can roll, as Michael said, perception, to be on the lookout for things. However, you have to be on the lookout for something specific. You cannot say, I look out for threats, because that's too general. You have to say, I watch the trees for people, or I look at the rocks to see if there's traps, or at the road in front of us to see if there's a tripwire, things like that. Whatever you feel is the best thing to use your perception on is what you will be doing.
Also, I know. Presumably, this path is a lot longer than the standard 5 feet that Roll20 says it is. But I would like to imagine a day we're only traveling about 15 feet. It's a very careful walk. 15 feet, 15 meters. You get what I mean?
You travel a whole inch per hour.
An inch per hour.
How fast do you travel? I travel 2 inches an hour. I'm what the boys call amazing. A snail on acid.
Stop making world histograms with your lines and arrows, Jacob.
I'm going.
Oh no.
Back this way. I forgot to look up here. Anyways, Matt, I'm ready to travel. That's a fuck. Right. That's a fuck.
For people not pictured here for the audience, Jacob has drawn a line that is 500 feet long.
It's only 355, 71 squares. Thank you.
And then in response, I drew the letters F, U, C, and K in that order with the distance measuring tool. It's a very strong distance measuring tool for Roll20.
All right.
Okay. All right. You can travel the standard 15 feet and roll perception normally. Or you can travel 10 feet and roll with +5 on perception. Or you could travel 20 feet and roll with -5.
I'm gonna say let's roll. I'm gonna move What was it? 50? What's the 15?
Here,
There's nothing.
I'll move you guys over here, and then we'll have a box represent where the party is.
All right.
So you guys want to travel 15 feet per day?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Who-
Just to keep it safe, I guess.
Who's got the highest perception? -5.
Yours is -5, or yours is 5?
Mine is +5.
I don't
Okay.
think it's possible to have
mine
minus
is
5 in
0.
D&D. That'd be
Mine is
pretty
just
impressive.
+1.
So what was your Sergo?
Yeah, it's just 0. Oh, that reminds me. Before we continue, you said one of our thing is reliable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you guys not do that yet?
No.
Okay.
Well, I can. Is there a way you can set it to be reliable? Because I don't remember if I did or not. If that's a
Roll20
thing.
allows you to roll with the reliable class feature. The problem is that's from Rogue, and that means all of your proficient skills roll with reliable talent, which is not what you want. You only have one skill that is considered reliable, like a Rogue, in our system.
I'll go with
So,
acrobatics.
I mean, my reliable is athletics, which I don't think I need to be rolling right now. It's just something that popped in my head.
I'll do.
yeah, okay.
Should I do perception or acrobatics? What do you boys think?
You already did perception.
I did. I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah, you clicked and you roll a 17, which is a pass.
No, I mean, like, is that my? Should I make that my reliable
Oh, it's up to you.
perception or
It's
acrobatics?
up to you.
Probably perception.
I'm gonna make my reliable Arcana for
Okay.
obvious
Yeah,
reasons.
that makes sense.
That makes more sense than anything I've ever heard in my life.
All right.
Alright, so you roll a 17 on your perception check. And you see... Ooh, was there something there? No, there was nothing in that first stretch of road from the town. Which is somewhat expectable.
Okay, do it
But
again.
you... Hi. Boop, 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 boop,
Wah,
boop, boop.
wah. It is my reliable
It is
talent.
reliable talent, that is true. So you
That's pretty
roll a
positive.
15. And you are rather fortunate. Because a 15 is enough to find nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a few more times.
He is leading the party, even though I'm the one that's supposed to be the head of the branch. Or not the head of the branch, but going to the branch.
24.
You got a really high roll on perception on that one, and you come across a hidden encounter! Alright, boys. Start in the bottom right.
Bottom right, over here.
Yep.
Get your
Jacob.
bow tie off me.
No, that's Michael. Michael, I'm going to get the shotgun!
Infinite spin. Shit the shotgun?
I'm gonna shit your shot out in my ass.
Okay, that's gross. That's nasty.
This is Jim
Yes.
the lake. Say hi.
Of course it's nasty. Alright, so you come across a weird split in the road. And as you're traveling up, you're having your, I'd say Brody quest is playing in the background of your journey, would you say?
Sure.
Yeah, I would agree.
Now you come across a part of the road that looks mighty effed up, mighty screwed. Kind of like that hairy dick drawing you're putting in the lake.
What? It was a person.
It was not a person.
Yeah, it was. Did you fuck it up, Michael? Did you
No,
fuck
I
up my
didn't.
beautiful? he had that, and then he had that, and then he had that. Is that a boat?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I gave him some notes.
Sorry, we're having fun on Roll20 right now.
You guys have a little too much fun on Roll20, let me tell you.
All right. What are we doing? Keep talking.
Okay, so as you come there, you come to that part of the road. It looks really busted. It looks borked. It looks every bad B word in the book could be used to describe it kind of messed up.
I think this is a shortcut, guys.
I don't know about that.
You want to roll perception on that one?
Yeah, I'd love
Maybe
to.
insight? Alright, does anybody want to help him? Maybe give him some ideas?
Ideas for fucking what? Well,
All right. Well, what
I haven't been around this part, so I wouldn't be able to help him. But I'm going to use. Can I? Maybe I'll give
Here,
some
let me describe what he
nature check.
perceives. Let me describe what he perceives, and then that can help guide your decision making. So, what Tay is perceiving is that down this long stretch of road, there is some very odd and frankly unnatural looking degradation of the environment, we'll say. Something that kind of looks like a battle's been fought there, but not really. Because it looks one-sided. Some of the ground's been discolored, some of the stuff looks weird, the local, the wheat field to the left of it, the wild wheat, is burned in places.
It looks weird down there. I think we should check it out.
Okay, hold on. What kind of weird are we talking about?
And then
Like
Are
something.
we talking about like?
Like something
Oh,
that
that's-
needs investigating weird. Let's go.
and then it
Oh,
pops
geez.
into Apollo's head a special bit of information that he learned from his father when he was being shown who was drawing a three-dimensional cube.
Continue.
Continue.
Apollo remembers some demonstrations in the military from when he was younger with his father. They have very strange cannons, very strange weapons, and he has not been privy to seeing them recently, as he is simply an initiate to the MacGuffin Conglomerate Artificer Guild.
Tay, you should come back. Those
Huh?
aren't. Come back.
Huh?
Get back here right now. I'm gonna
Hey,
count
Chris,
to
come
3.
on.
I'm counting to 3.
Let's
if you
go
don't
check it
listen to
out.
me. I have a bottomless empty glass. I'm not afraid to use it.
Hey, come on. Let's check it out, Chris.
Oh my god.
Well, might as well. Nothing else to do.
I walk over to the not pictured here area because I didn't think somebody would be dumb enough to go over there. But you look down at some of the craters and things, and you realize the road is even worse looking beyond it. Like,
This is no way to treat the forest.
That's not a shortcut, guys.
This is disgusting. Look at this. This is no way to treat the forest.
I'm well aware. Can we get going, please?
I'm figuring this out.
No.
Are you coming?
No.
Why?
That's fucking explosion craters.
and
I've
just
never
as you
seen an
say
explosion in my life.
that, and just as Apollo points out it's an explosion area, you see a small little orange dot floating through the sky coming towards you.
Guys, you gotta get the fuck
What-
out of there.
What is that?
It's
It's
getting
a
bigger.
cannon.
And then it's getting bigger, and
I'm
then it
going
hits the
to-
ground right in front of Apollo and Chris, and knocks them back 10 feet with the sheer force of it. Gravel pelts them, earth and dirt flies
You mean
everywhere.
me and Chris?
Yeah, I'm in the
You
back.
over there.
I already
Chris.
know.
You feel some rumbling, but you don't get blown back.
Wow.
Already had our first death, aren't we?
No,
can take it.
dude, you guys don't take any damage. You were just far enough away.
So you get blown
That's the
back.
testing grounds, you dunces.
This is no way to treat a forest, I say, laying on the ground covered in ash and dirt. This is distasteful. This is fucking rude.
It's the testing grounds. They have
And?
to test weapons.
Who uses the weapons on a forest?
It's a testing ground. What do you think that they would be using cannons on? Just some random squirrel?
Targets?
The target is literally the ground.
No, get like a like a scarecrow. Come on, let's get out of here, Chris.
Maybe the scarecrow's supposed to be there and you just don't know.
Did I look like a scarecrow? They shot at me.
Well, you probably looked like one from far away.
Whatever.
That was a pun. I said farm instead of far.
Nice.
And I begin walking away.
I got bullied.
as you look up and over here, you notice that there may be something weird happening in this rocky outcropping to your right.
I'm gonna
I
go
swear to God, please do not go into the weird.
I'm checking
rocky
it out.
Oh
Crystal,
my God.
Crystal, check it out.
I'm going to beat you.
You know, you see, this is the best part of overly inquisitive D&D players and the worst part of overly inquisitive D&D players summed up in a single
I'm not
encounter.
overly inquisitive. My character is overly
You
inquisitive.
would belong in the Inquisition in a 40k campaign. Shut
I mean,
up.
the character I just introduced in my campaign is an inquisitor.
I swear to God, Tay, please do not go in the weird outcropping.
I'm going in the outcropping, and you can't
Oh,
stop
You
me.
guys
God.
know those? You guys know those weird, funny cutscenes in Monster Hunter games, where
Yeah.
it introduces the
In-game
monster.
cutscenes?
All right.
Yeah,
well,
where the
you
bear
walk
off
into
gets
this rocky-
suplexed by a Diablos. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys walk into the next to the.
I'm
the
not
rocky
walking. I'm
outcrop.
staying over in the back.
All right. Is this a fair setup before I continue my narrative?
I'm gonna be over here, kind of like in the bushes, but like enough to be visible.
So what Tay Triolf sees, what Jacob's character sees, is gray ooze.
Yeah.
And it is-
I poke it with my shepherd's cane.
Well, you would poke it if you. Let me finish describing what's happening. It is eating something. It's eating a weird little green thing that looks kind of like a person, and it looks like it's crying, but it's not making any noise.
Why is it eating a cactar?
Shut up. Silence.
Little guy, do you need a hand? You wanna grab onto my shepherd's cane? I say. I hold
Stop
it.
talking to it.
The gray ooze looks at you, and it stops melting / consuming the strange little green thing, and it attacks you.
Oh,
Let's see if it hits. Oh, come on. Why did it destroy the sheet? I had the sheet already! That's okay, I have the information over here. Alright. I assume 9 is a complete whiff.
yeah.
So the gray ooze reaches out and tries to latch onto your arm, but you are just a little too fast for it, and it lets its liquidy gray ooze slop onto the ground where it begins to eat away and melt the grass. Ooh. Roll initiative, boys.
I hate you at everything you stand for.
I stand for keeping the trees safe, bro.
Trees could die.
Rude.
There we go. Turn order. Make sure you have your token selected when you roll for initiative.
Oh, right. Let me.
No. I can get you guys in there.
I got it.
Yes.
So
The 20.
To describe what I do when I get into initiative is basically how you start a battle in Like a Dragon. I proceed to rip off my sleeves to get into my combat uniform, and then I heave my war pick over my
Do you have
shoulders.
a war pick?
Yeah, I have a war pick.
Dude, I have a shepherd's cane, bro.
The gray ooze rolls a
I also have a
-1
great
initiative.
axe.
Nice. Sorry, what were you saying, Serge?
-1. Ow. I don't know.
Alright. So because of that, it fails its first turn. You guys get 2 turns to attack it.
Hoggers, as the kids would put it.
You may want to be careful. This is a rather interestingly dangerous enemy.
Cool. Let me check range here real quick. I'm going first, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 40-foot range. I cup my hands around my mouth and go, "Hey, could you guys like watch out for this real quick?" And I cast Firebolt.
Watch out for what? Ah!
Alright. Roll a 1d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Intelligent.
My roll d20 plus my spell attack modifier.
Yeah.
If I could do
It
that.
should be under your weapons on your sheet.
Oh, right there it is, Firebolt. Got a 14.
You should disable advantage on your sheet.
Fuck.
You see where it says initiative? And it says advantage, normal, and disadvantage?
I don't have that.
Okay, click on the gear.
Yeah.
Go to where it says NPC and role queries.
Yeah.
Advantage
always.
toggle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let me re-roll that. So 15.
We'll take the 14 or 15. Doesn't really matter because this creature has an armor class of ass, which stands for 8. So you hit.
Right.
Go ahead and roll for the damage. Oh, you actually
That 10.
you actually don't add intelligence or proficiency to the damage done by spells. It's just spell damage.
Well, it automatically put it in.
I think you might for Firebolt. Oh no, you don't. Yeah, that's weird.
You do not.
So no proficiency for it?
Yeah, you don't. You don't
not
add
for any spells unless they state otherwise.
Okay, well... why is it
I can actually look at it and see
Oh,
what you
sorry.
rolled. You rolled a 6 the first time. You can stop rolling. It's fine.
I don't know why it's not doing it.
I imagine there's thousands of dice just spiraling out of Michael's hands as he can't control them.
Yeah, it's all going.
Anyhow,
Alright.
so you deal 6 damage to the monster.
Nobility
It looks like
was
that.
found.
Looks like that hurt it. Kind of, not really. The fire blasted off it and left a small scorch mark, but the scorch mark gets reabsorbed into the gray ooze rather quickly. And you feel like that was not as effective as you think it should have been.
Well, it's nice knowing you, Tay.
What do you mean?
In addition, you see another gray ooze crawling out of the rocks. But it doesn't get to go until next turn. Chris, what do you got? Sergio, that's your character.
I am going to roll with my war pick.
Okay. So your war pick.
Roll damage.
Yep, go ahead and roll for damage. That hits pretty damn hard. Oof.
That's max damage.
Ouch. Ouchie oofy.
So you do that damage to which of these two? And
The one that's next to, well, first let me move. I attack the one that's next to,
Tay.
Tay.
Yeah, you guys should probably rename yourselves in the Discord server to your character names.
Well, I'm just looking at the roll 20, so.
Yeah. All right, so you deal a lot of damage to that, and you actually, it almost feels like you hit an organ or something with that because it really shrieks back from that.
Does this thing have organs?
It felt like you did.
This was the song
However,
I was going to recommend.
As you pull
I
it back,
forgot,
you
but-
look at your war pick, and it is not in the condition you hit it with. For the remainder of this combat, your war pick is damaged and does -1 to damage rolls.
Oh.
Also,
I
actually,
think I got my great axe.
yeah,
My turn?
okay, so you got that. You have 2 weapons?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Tay's
it's just
turn.
fighter, isn't he?
Yep.
Alright, that hits.
9. I'm going to use my bonus action to make an unarmed strike. I'm going to just, stomp on it.
Okay. The first hit actually did take it down, so your second unarmed strike doesn't get to hit it as
okay.
you defeat the first gray ooze.
Can I pick up the little green thing?
Pick up the little green thing. It actually scurries away a little bit once that you try to pick it up.
Get out of here, little guy.
And because I wanted to homebrew this rule in, you take 1d3 acid damage for. Actually, no, you didn't hit it with your punch, did you?
No.
You just did
Stopped
it. So your quarterstaff also takes some damage as you struck it. Do you want to use your bonus action to blunt or to unarmed strike the other gray ooze? Even though it
Yeah.
looks like it's melting your weapons?
Yeah, I'll move to it and then do it.
Okay, so you do the 4 damage, and you take 3 damage in return.
Ow, my hand.
Alright, it is now that gray ooze's turn. He rolled a crit, actually. So he gets A 20. Alright, and it's going to attack Chris. And it whiffs again. Tries to pseudopod into an attack on you, and it fails again. Apollo, it's your turn!
Okay, I'm gonna, can I see if there's any, like, pebbles or anything near me?
Sure.
Okay. Should I roll for that, or do I just find pebbles?
It's a pebble, my guy. You find one.
How many, though?
A small handful.
Okay. I'm going to, use my bonus action up to cast Magic Stone, which invigorates the pebbles with power.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take out my sling, pull it back, and try and hit the other oozy boy with this hit.
Alright, that's a pretty solid hit. Are you within... You're within the good range.
Yeah, I'm in the good range. And then
I'll say you need to stand here to hit it.
touch one, make a range attack. On hit, takes 1d6 plus my spell attacking modifier.
Yep, your spellcasting ability. So now, you add your... Whatever the ability score is for your casting, you add that to it.
Alright, so 4 plus 6. If I land a 6, of course.
Yes.
Give me 1 second.
Wait, what's your spellcasting ability?
It's intelligence.
What's your intelligence modifier?
2. So it's not plus 4.
Yeah, because that's adding in your proficiency.
Alright. 3.
3, you do 3 damage.
Since it's a pebble, I'm guessing it disintegrates inside of it.
It disintegrates inside of it, but it does appear to shake the blob up a little bit. Chris, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm going to strike with my great axe this time.
Alright.
Give me 1 second to whack.
Alright, that's a whack.
Did that hit?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said it was 8. So.
Alright, so you
Damn,
do
you
5
rolled
damage
ass.
and you cut it clean in half before it remorphs, but it looks like you're cutting away into it pretty good. It's not looking very hot. Tatrioth, it's your turn.
SYTYCFanon.
That's a big hit. That's a big whack. Do you decide to use your bonus action to attack again?
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. You take it down, although you burn yourself again. And take 1. And you have succeeded. The ooze melts into the ground, disintegrating the grass and bits of rock with it as it fades away.
Hey, we got
Is
it.
that really worth it?
We saved that little creature.
There's a little creature in there?
Yeah, see?
As
I don't
you point
see
over
anything.
to where the invisible, nearly invisible little creature was, it scurries away into the rocks.
Oh.
Well, congratulations, you saved a tiny green thing.
Why don't we set up camp?
But you see and you hear some scuttering and skittering in the rocks. And you see a big plum pop out of it. And suddenly there's more of them.
More green things, or?
Yeah?
Suddenly there's a lot more of the green things, actually.
Oh, more friends.
How do you know that they're friends?
I saved it.
Just because you saved it doesn't mean that it'll
I would like
probably
to
try and
roll
kill us.
animal handling to befriend the creatures.
They do not appear to respond.
Okay.
As you try to interact with them, they form up in a line, crawling out of the rocks. And you see a big one pop out behind Chris.
Hey, Chris, behind you.
Hello there.
It bows to
I
you
back
in
up a
greeting.
little bit. You can understand me?
It shrugs.
Is this your cave?
It shrugs. And you see that some of them are pushing at the back of your feet as it's trying to get past you to get to the big one with the plums in their hands.
Here, Chris, out of the way. I think they're trying to get in.
Oh, yes.
As they go over, they start tossing the plums at it, and it's swallowing the plums into a chest cavity, and then it
Weird.
also consumes the little ones.
Cannibalism is weird.
It's nature. Wow.
The cactus, strange fruit vegetable thing, then walks out to you, and it bows to you in thanks. And
No
then
problem.
and then it grabs the top of its head, it lifts it off, and then all the little ones come back out without the plums, and they start doing what I can only best describe to you and the viewers as the Kirby dance from Superstar.
I am not only concerned for my safety, but I am immediately regretting accepting this position as someone in the military.
We should set up a camp.
Yeah, I probably be a good idea.
As they all go back into the big one last time, it turns around and it picks up a rock, and it's waving to you as it goes in, saying, "Thank you." But then it trips and falls into a hole underneath the rock. And the rock slaps down back on top of it.
Oh,
Do you check the rock? Or do
I'll
want
check
to go
the
on
rock.
You'll check the rock, and you lift it up, and there is solid earth underneath it. There's one final little one that scurries underneath the rock as you have it lifted up. It stands on top of it, on the earth, and it gives you a salute as it drills a hole with its feet into the ground.
let's go put up our tent.
I think I've had enough adventuring for today.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Matt. I'd like the long rest for 4
right.
hours.
Yep, you guys set up camp. You get everything good to go.
I'll take watch after the first 4 hours. Who wants to watch first?
I'll do it.
Actually, I can take watch while resting, so I'll do it.
I don't need to rest, so I'm good.
I don't either, so.
That's okay. Is it like bloodline or
Yeah,
anything?
that's bloodline. I mean, what do you mean? Do you guys have
Like-
do you guys have to sleep?
I don't. I don't even need sleep really.
Me neither.
I just kind of meditate.
Yeah.
So you have a Fey ancestry.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's set up this camp.
Okay.
Alright, and you set up the camp. And there are, thankfully, no complications throughout the evening. You guys want to talk about the weird things there?
Yeah.
wanna
I
check
want
it
to talk
again?
about the weird things.
I wouldn't worry
I
about
want
it.
to talk with my party members.
Then perform the talk with party members narrative action.
I don't-
So are we just gonna kind of ignore that whole thing?
Yeah.
Really?
It's the forest. What do you? I mean, what do you want? The forest.
I just
It's over in a sunwind.
The forest with
I could
sunshine
take
and
this-
rainbows. It wouldn't be the forest. It would be the woods.
I should point out, none of you have ever seen anything like that, especially Tatriov.
I'm just
I mean, it was weird,
I
yeah,
don't-
but I've seen weird.
I literally work with magic. That's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
I just want to know what those things
I'm so
were.
sorry, but I need to run to the bathroom, so I'm going to mute myself and be back.
And Chris goes to take a leak in the woods, and he was never seen ever again.
Oh.
That's sad. Do you examine the area where the cack veg fruit people were?
I mean, they're gone. They drilled. Maybe they have like a
there might not
secret.
be anything there. You guys
gonna
didn't
go
examine
check.
the area in the
Okay.
first place.
I'll be meditating here.
Right. You head over there, and you notice a small message written in the ground that you didn't see the other day.
Earlier
I
today.
performed the
The
I
weed.
performed well. Some of I have a background as a researcher, so I'm surprised. I have never seen this creature before.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll say the message is written in surprisingly legible common.
okay. I pull out my journal and I begin writing down what the message is.
It says, "Thank you. You have been a good help. Help returns
I
help.
don't know. It's the dog
Thanks
scratching
beget
it.
thanks."
Oh, your brother's gonna be here. Is he gonna sleep in your room?
And with that scribbled down,
Yeah.
I shut the book. I look around and then I kind of cover up the message.
Sorry, my mom just came in.
It's like
We'll
I
probably
kind of
have
like
to edit
sweep
that out
dirt
in
onto
post.
the message to kind of get rid of it, so no one else sees it.
You try to, and the dirt you scrape onto it is absorbed into the earth.
Hey, what's it say over there? What are you looking at?
I open up the journal again. I look back at him. I go, they were just thanking us.
Matt, can you repeat what it said, or is that just for his ears only?
You can go over and look at it.
Let me take a look. I say,
Oh,
getting up.
The message reads, in surprisingly legible common, "Thank you. You have been a great help. Help leads to help, and thanks begets thanks."
Well, that's weird. I'm gonna go sit
Yeah,
down
no.
again.
okay. I'm gonna cautiously investigate the actual crevice a little bit more.
Do you perform any skill checks?
I'm gonna perform the investigation. No, I'm gonna perform an Arcana check. I want to see if there's any magical doohickeys around here.
Alright, well, the magical arcana that you roll, it doesn't... Oh, so that was rolled lower than a 10, so that automatically updates to a 14. So you roll a 14.
I rolled a 12.
You actually, if you mouse over it, it shows you what the modifiers were. You actually rolled an 8, and then you added 2 twice, because you have
Oh, okay.
intelligence of 2 and proficiency plus 2. So you got a 14,
Okay,
if that is your reliable talent.
gotcha.
Anyhow, so
All
you
it
rolled
is. So.
a 14 on
14.
Arcana. And, well,
I'm back.
hey Sergio, you are
Chris
not
is back.
familiar with magic of this specific sort, but you can definitely tell that there's magical stuff that happened with those things. They, maybe not the area is magical, but those things you saw, oh yeah, that's magic. That's definitely magic.
Cool. And can I perform an investigation to see if there's any items or anything that was left behind?
You may.
Let's go.
With such a high
unnatural
investigation
20.
roll, you find that, well, these rocks seem to have been melted slightly by the gray oozes. Probably used this as a hunting ground for small fauna and the like. And,
Small dumb fauna.
yeah, small dumb fauna that can be eaten
Like
by
tank.
stupid slimes.
Yeah.
Anyhow, you only find one scrap that may have been from one of those creatures. You lift it up to your face to get a good look at it, get a good whiff, and it begins to make your eyes water.
Cool.
It is not a powerful smell, but something in it just makes your eyes water.
I'm gonna take it.
All right, you bring it along with you.
Yeah.
Did you find something?
All right. If you wish to do anything else, do so now. Otherwise, forever hold your peace.
All right. I'm gonna just go back to the party.
Did you find something? I say while he walks
Oh.
over.
No, not really. There's just a bunch of rocks and stuff. I'm pretty sure the weird monster things that tried to eat you just probably evaporated anything that would be useful.
Ah.
As you continue your talk, you hear something rumbling. You hear something rolling. And it is big, and it is loud.
That doesn't sound very good.
What do you do?
Can I ready my shepherd's cane?
I'm gonna use stealth and hide in the bushes.
All
I'm not
right.
very good stealth in the bushes.
You hide in the bushes. Does anybody follow Apollo?
Oh, I would like to blend in the ground.
Do you just face
I,
plant on the ground and let your green
dive in the
cloak?
bushes with him because I don't have any other method of hiding myself.
I would like
fair.
to. Yeah, I'll just like lightly obstruct myself.
Alright. As you are there, the rolling and the crunching and the rumbling gets louder and louder and louder until you see...
I rolled stealth, by the way.
Yeah, boys, go through it! Get it! Oh, yeah!
Oh shit.
Is that a
Oh,
fucking?
that's the wrong flip.
Oh, they went upside down.
Is that a snotling pump wagon?
Shut up. As you see this giant contraption rolling and rumbling around you. They don't appear to notice you. I can't close this window. Hold on. Something. Okay. They're rumbling around, crushing stones and trees in their path. And the vehicle they're on is discolored. It almost looks ethereal as they're whizzing by. There are ill-skinned goblins and an orc piloting this strange vehicle. It goes tearing down the road, through the trees, and is gone before you know what happens.
What? What?
We need to get to the branch as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm rested up. I don't know about you guys.
I'm good.
Everyone ready to go? I don't want to get ran over by one of those things on accident. Now, did we rest for long enough to get a full...
You did, in fact, rest for a long rest.
Okay. I'm assuming that's 4 hours for Mike and I, and 8 for Surge, because he's a fucking
Well,
nasty
being on
human.
watch is a light activity, because you're just looking.
Well, yeah, but trance lets me do light activities while I'm resting.
Yeah, it all works out. You all get rested full. Your
Okay.
HP is back.
Let's
you get
keep
your
going.
spell slots back.
Okay.
Come on, Chris, let's get out of here.
Alright.
And indeed, you all do, in fact, get the hell out of there.
Why did the snotling pump wagon gank us, bro?
You may find out if you ask some questions or not.
I just did, and you didn't give me an answer. Anyways, let's keep going.
I can't answer you until you've asked the question to the right person. Alright.
I'm rolling.
We are so close.
I'm rolling perception.
Alright.
15. And then actually double click. So 15 and then
Yeah.
17 for the
So,
next one.
as you guys roll along, you realize that... Why are you trying to summon Satan, Michael?
Good luck.
That's not good luck. As you roll along, you hear that wagon again, but it doesn't appear to engage you. They didn't apparently know you were there. And it occurs to you there may be more than one reason that you haven't been encountering bandits. You guys are gonna summon something before the end of the session, I'm sure.
Yeah, bro.
Do you think that they might be going over to our town?
I wouldn't think so.
You sure?
It's fine. Come on, Matt. I'm drawing a star here.
Alright. Enough of the drawing that people can't
We're
see.
almost there. I'm gonna percept this time. 7.
Motherfucker.
You are blind the entire last stretch. You collectively lose your vision.
Ouch.
That's what happens when I look at the sky.
I'll use the sun to guide us there. Oh!
I want to do cloud watching, okay?
Don't worry, fellow venturers. I can use the sun to sweet Neptune.
Alright, we're there.
You are in
We are
fact
here.
there.
At the conglomerate.
The conglomy booby boppy. Hold on, I didn't put foggy woggy on the guffy wuffy. It's okay. You guys might need to fire me after that one. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, I
not-
agree.
Yeah, every time I hear the words fucky wucky, I have PTSD.
I said foggy woggy.
Doesn't matter.
I
it's
try
a
not to
unity.
think of the CEO.
CEO of the Cum Challenge.
Alright, you're at the MacGuffin conglomerate.
No, penis music.
You notice that there's some trash.
Oh, cool. That doesn't look threatening at all.
I'm sure
Do
it's
you-
fine.
Knock on the door.
Of course, I'm part of it, so I knock on it. And, I call, it's a, excuse me, is anyone in there?
You get no answer. Although you do hear somebody tinkering on the inside.
I walk away. Well, they're closed, guys. I guess we gotta go back.
I think we'll be put on trial if we try that. Let's just...
Walk back over and
I'll try the door.
knock on the door harder.
I'll try the doorknob. Matt,
What are you trying to do, Jacob?
I try to open the door.
I'm having PTSD.
You try to open the door,
Doors.
and hard as you might, you open it with ease.
Leave it unlocked? What kind of fucking thing
Hello?
is this?
As you step inside, you have the smell of gunpowder, and I used the wrong tool. Alright. And you see one guy, literally just the one guy, running around trying to move things and get things in order.
Hey!
Why did they leave me here?
Hey, buddy!
Excuse me, good sir.
Bandits! Yeah!
I take out the shield and it's like I want to say it's like one of those like fancy foldable shields, just 'cause
Yeah.
it's made by artificers. So it opens up and the seal's in front of it. No bandit, just fellow artificer.
Even Sword Family Crest! You've come to save me from this nightmare!
What's going on?
Everything and nothing.
Here, let me. I walk forward. I pull out the bottomless empty glass, and I use it to catch his tears.
Okay.
Oh, thank the heavens for you! Oh, please tell me, are you at least a grand crest of the lower levels? Please!
I turn to the DM. Am I the crest?
You are an initiate, which is the lowest rank in the Artificer Guild.
I turn back to him and I say, "Yes."
Oh, he nearly faints with relief. That's so... Oh, thank God. So
I
you
just
can
have,
sign this and free me. He
I
says,
lean,
holding up his
I
wrist.
lean over to Chris and I go, "What's a grand crest?"
Well, the thing is that I have amnesia, so...
You have what?
Yeah, I take the thing that he's holding. What is the thing that he was holding?
So he was not holding something. It was actually a special gauntlet on his right arm. And you immediately recognize this as an indenture gauntlet. It will blow your arm off if you leave the premises without the proper seal.
Oh, fuck. Give me 1 second. Let me talk to my compatriots. And I walk back over to the other two. We're all fucking dead.
What? Why?
That gentleman over there
Uh-huh.
has a gauntlet that won't let him leave. And if he leaves, we all die.
What if we leave and
No,
he
it's
doesn't?
not. You know it's not that powerful and explosive. It would just blow his arm off, not yours.
Well, I mean by... We aren't gonna get the thing that we need to go to the thing. Oh, stand back.
I
He
have an
needs,
idea.
like-
I have an idea. Matt, I'd like
Oh my
I'd like to
God.
pray to the tree spirits to try to get the gauntlet off his arm, please.
Okay, you pray.
18.
You see a branch. It says several branches. They're morphing into one picture. It's clear in your mind. It's coming together. And you feel your arm move forward in front of you to resemble the branches, okay?
Uh-huh.
I want you to take your hand out, 5 fingers splayed out wide. I want you to fold in the thumb, the index, the ring, and the pinky.
I'm flipping him off, Matt.
You're flipping yourself off.
Okay.
I did it with, like, as you were saying it, I was like, wait a minute.
Did it work? I look at his arm. I look at his arm and I go,
Looking at
oh.
the gauntlet. Alright!
Okay.
Who the fuck is that in the front door? What are you doing here in this backwaters little piece of crap waste?
I
turn.
trust her with the shield.
As a dwarf walks out.
Oh, hello, short one.
Don't call him that. That's
What did you just call
racist.
me?
I'm sorry, I've never met a dwarf
I'll
before.
have you know I'm part of the top 1% of the height of all dwarves in the land. And
I'm
I've got the
I
thickest
I will
arse
pay
my
back.
man has ever seen.
I've never met a dwarf before. I'm sorry.
Well, that's no bloody fucking excuse. We've been around for longer than you have.
I'm sure. Okay. Do you know
All
what's
of you
wrong with
know
this
that
gentleman's
your
arm?
name- Your name's going on the shame wall.
What's the shame? What's the shame wall?
What's your name?
My
and
name?
I'll tell you.
I'm Tatrioth. It's nice to meet you. I stick out my hand to shake it.
You're a fucking wood chewer. Oh, that's it. You're getting 3 entries on the wall of shame.
What? What
He
is
goes
the-
over to a wall that has several names pounded into it by his staff, and he starts slamming the letters of your name into it.
So we were sent here by
It's a
What was his?
deep shame that you're
where's
gonna
the
get 3
fucking
entries
shame
on the
gauntlet?
shame
I'll
wall.
put it on you, on
What
your
was his-
leg.
what was
I'll
his
put
name?
one on your dick.
What was his name again?
I don't know. Anyways,
We're here to join the military, I guess.
I have a seal thing. I pull out the
Oh,
letter.
you're the poor folks who are going out to the Buvagiridu swamps. Oh, you poor bastards.
So
I slap my fucking shield with the crest.
before we
Yeah, you have no idea.
continue this, what happened here?
What do you mean, what happened?
Why is your slave man scrambling?
Well, he's not a slave man. He's a little shit who tried to steal my toilet.
What is a toilet?
Oh, well, you see, it's this thing, right? When nature calls, you go sitting on it, and it eats it. It's wonderful.
What nature
beginning,
when nature calls, it speaks to me in my trance.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand, you fucking wood chipper.
What did you just call me?
Wood chipper?
Well, I think you should be put on the wall of shame for that very impolite racial insult. I pull out my shepherd's cane. I go, I'm going to... What is so fun? I'm gonna chip it into the wall. How about that? What's your
You start
name?
trying to chip.
What's your
You
name?
start trying to chip things into the wall.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna tell you, you fucking wood chipper.
Apollo, you deal with him.
Okay. Sorry that my friend's a nut job. Sorry, acquaintance. I don't know him.
I think you
That-
do.
I know of him. I don't know him.
Well, that sounds like a lie, but I'll buy it. You bastards are going out to the swamps. Alright.
Yeah, I'm well aware. My dad doesn't give two shits.
Yeah. Alright, what have you got for me? I'm willing to bet you've got a letter of something to bring you out there.
I take out the sealed letter out of my back pocket, which is probably a little crumbled up, and I give it to the man.
He grabs it, he notices it's a little crumbled up, and he reaches to the top right corner of the page and snaps his finger, and it is perfectly revitalized into its original condition. Good paper, good paper. Alright. He reaches into his pocket and he starts pulling out some good reading glasses. Transportation. He says, screaming over it, Pip, who is apparently the boy with the gauntlet stuck on his arm. Yes! Let's see here. These poor bastards are gonna need a Mark IV transportation speeder. Okay. Should I check the stock? Check the stocks, you piece of shit. Alright! He says as he sulks over to the stocks. And he waits.
Hey, can you look at my friend's weapons here? We were attacked by these strange slime things, and they were damaged a little bit.
Yes. So those little grey things, eh? Yeah, fucking hate them. Put your weapons on the floor, I'll fix them in a little bit.
Okay. Clunk.
He looks down at your weapons, and then he looks at you.
What?
What do you mean, what? I'm waiting.
I put it down.
Yeah?
What are you
I'll
waiting
fix
for?
it later.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a seat. I'm gonna go rethink my life.
Take a seat. It's comfy. It's
I
upholstered.
look at the. I look at the wall of shame and the 3 entries of Tay.
I'm gonna go sit down too, I guess. How do these things work?
They're called chairs. You just sit in them.
You feel one leg wobble a little bit as you sit on it.
Is this chair?
That was probably a broken one.
So also go
Does
sit.
chair hate me?
Chris attempts to sit on the last one, but the bottom part of it falls clean through and hits the floor. It's still comfy and cushioned.
No,
well.
no, it's just. It's a long story.
I like long stories. He says, coming up
I-
behind you.
I turn to the dwarven man and I softly whisper in dwarvish. I'll tell you later.
How about now?
Turn to the other two. I think Tay would probably not
Okay.
understand the dirty part.
That's definitely picking up on my mic. The dog is barking very much. Very bark.
No, I can only barely hear anything.
Yeah,
don't
but
even hear it.
but the recording is going to hear it.
Regardless, I'll edit it out.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
suddenly,
I'll
Pip comes back, and he is looking very sulky, and he's also sidestepping because I can't rotate him right now. Alright, there we go. Spit it out, you pasty little shit. We don't have one of those.
One of what?
What do you mean? What do you mean we don't have one of those? I think it was stolen by those guys the other day. Oh,
Who's robbing you?
oh, those green little bastards.
Excuse me. I kind of raise my hand a little. I go, you're not talking about the weird
I put my
pumping wagon that's been driving around that's full of green snotling-like creatures, are you?
What the fuck is a snotling? Do you mean a goblin?
I put my
Yeah,
fucking
sorry,
fingers
that
to
we
the bridge of
call
my nose.
where I'm from we call them snotlings.
I like you. I'll take one of your entries in the wall of shame off for that one.
Okay, if we help you with those snotlings, will you take the other two off as well?
I'll take one of them off.
What if we
I'm
can
okay
what
with
if we
that.
can regain your equipment as well?
Well, the thing is, the equipment we need is the thing you need. They stole your ride, my friend.
Well, did they steal anything else?
You think those bastards are smart enough? They're busy breathing with their mouths open, going as they snore. I'd like to stuff a fucking boulder in them if I could, but they're too fucking fast, those little greens.
Well,
You see the
we'll
dwarf almost frothing at the mouth, he's so angry at them.
we'll go get them then. How about that? You repair our weapons and we can go get them. You speak
Yeah, alright.
Undercommon?
What?
You speak Undercommon? Isn't that just like British?
Yeah.
I think you mean
I
Australia.
was contemplating if I want to just have a British accent, but
Oh,
now
God,
that
no.
just works.
You got a license for that?
Oh mate, you fucking taking me ride, eh?
Yeah,
Why the fuck you taking my ride?
yeah, we'll go.
I swear to
we'll
fucking
go
crack,
get it.
I'm gonna beat you with a fucking pipe.
Do you know where they hang out normally?
On the wagon,
Well, where do they park the wagon?
nowhere. They never stopped fucking using that thing ever since they stole it. I can hear those little shits every time I go to sleep.
I think that they just appear at night. It might be a good idea to maybe use some kind of... I mean, they took the thingamadoodle, the magical orb, the transport orb.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you're looking for, I should describe it, is a small blue sphere. About the size that can fit in your hand. Not my big, thick, meaty hands, but your little, twinky, slender hands.
You mean like Chris over there? Not
All
just
of
like
them.
Chris.
You're all tweaks. You fucking pieces
I
of
don't like...
I'm like 1.5 feet taller than you.
Yeah, you're also like a foot wide.
I go over to the shame wall, and I start etching in another table.
No, he can't help it. He can't help that he's a wood chipper.
I don't like that. I don't like that term.
There are now
being
4
called
entries
wood
for
chipper?
Tay on the shame wall.
I don't like being called a wood chipper very much.
Well, you know what to do, he says as he starts staring at you again.
All right. How about can we stay here for the night or until the night and see if they show up at night? Perhaps they'll come to steal some other doohickey.
Maybe
Not
like
in
that
here.
gauntlet over there, and I gesture to Pip's gauntlet.
Oh, his gauntlet? Yeah, that was imposed by one of the higher crests of the area.
What crest?
I think his name was Soul something. I can't remember.
Soul something?
Soul
Oh yeah?
something. Yep.
Soul something. Do you know a last name?
Dirt suck. I can't remember.
Okay, so it wasn't Solace.
Well, I'm gonna sit in this chair and meditate until night comes.
Get out of my chair, asshole.
No,
I grab the bottom of the chair and I force him out.
I refuse.
Yeah, whoa. I need to fix those blasted fucking chairs and I can't do it while you're sitting in them.
What's wrong with them? They seem fine to me.
He kicks the bottom of it and the whole thing splats on the ground. Nails and things flying out at the speed of sound.
Are they not supposed to do that?
You're not supposed to do that.
Oh my... Oh, yeah. That's a letter on the wall of shame.
A letter? I think you should get a letter in the wall of shame.
I think you need another name on there if you've got any more sass.
There's already 4
No, I don't.
entries.
I don't.
I etched one in.
I don't
He's-
need one.
He hits the one that you put in there, and it blasts a hole in the wall. You don't get to write in me wall of shame. That's mine. It's my fault and birthright.
The wall of shame's your birthright?
Pip says, Pip's got like a hand going across his neck trying to get you to stop talking about it. Is it my birthright?
There's Pip's name on the wall of shame.
There's an entire corner of Pip's.
Yeah, sorry.
Is it my fucking
he's stretching.
birthright?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm still very new. I'm an initiative.
Well,
Pip's within
I
earshot.
suppose explains a bit. Actually, wait a minute. Let me look at you.
He stiffens automatically.
I've seen that nose. Haven't seen those ears. Oh, that's right. Soulless Haven Sword was his name. You're his son, ain't you?
Yep, that's me.
I have no opinion on him. He smells funny.
That he does.
You smell funny, but a different funny.
A good funny or a bad funny?
You smell like an elf. A lot like an elf. I dislike the snooty ones more than I dislike the wood chippers. You do well to know that, boy.
How do you know I'm a wood chipper?
The dwarves and the wood chippers go back a long way, wood chipper.
I was about to say you probably would have just how do you know I'm a wood chipper? Because you just said that you were.
I'm in disguise. How do you...
It's your disguise, dumbass.
What about it? What's wrong with it?
A little obvious, man.
What do you mean?
He picks up a
Well, I mean,
little bit of it.
you got all the parts you're trying to hide bandaged up.
Well,
Yeah?
let's put it like this. I'm pretty old for a dwarf.
Well, he doesn't know what I am. I point to Apollo.
I do. You're clearly an elf.
What? How does no one else notice then?
Maybe because they're all stupid.
Dumb.
Pip raises his hand. I didn't notice. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Go count the litters.
Thank you, Pip. I'll take that into consideration next time I see you if you're not blown up by then.
Each time you thank him, I'll put another one of his
I
names on the
understand.
wall of shame.
His name or my name?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, at least, what's Pip's full name? If I might ask.
Pip.
Is it just Pip?
Pippington.
Let's see. He pulls out
Pip.
He pulls
His
out a
Pip
piece
Cheerio.
of wood that looks like it was broken off of a wall some time ago. Let's see. When I was still writing his full name, I think it was something fucking Pip Poppin' Tittle.
His last name is Titty. Sorry. I have to pay extra taxes with the fucking badass name.
Well,
Alright, well, I've got to get back to work, working on this piece of shit guild branch.
we appreciate you fixing up our weapons for us, sir.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you're
go
welcome.
sit in this corner for the next 4 hours.
Alright, sounds good.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't go back to looking at the weapons and just looks at you.
I begin to meditate. Me?
He just looks at all three of you, staring at you.
I go to investigate. I go to watch the globe.
Sergio, you can't sit in the chair. He's trying to fix it.
Oh.
He stops staring at you and starts fixing the chairs. Alright. One last thing I'll point out before we close out the session, because I think that's a pretty good time to close it out.
Yeah.
is Apollo is examining the giant atlas in the center of the room. And this is actually a mainstay for most guild branches, where they have a big map with all the other locations on the continent. It doesn't work.
What doesn't work about it?
There's no magical parts of it functioning. It doesn't turn properly.
It's just a regular map.
If only,
just a
if
regular
only
map.
we had an artificer with us that had a first level ability called magical tinkering.
Yeah, the problem with that is that I can't. I only have. Oh, right. I can imbue a non magical object with a magical property of my choice. Okay. I kind of crouch onto the ground and I take out like a small hammer.
I was only
that
60%
has
sure that was the name, so I'm very glad I got it right.
Nice.
Yeah, and I it's the hammer has like runes on it because it's a fancy hammer, and I just kind of softly tap it, and I imbue the normal ass map with the trademark artificer, atlas spell. It's one that like I feel like would be commonly taught when you're beginning, which just to make normal maps into magical maps.
You know a basic version of that enchantment. It is really taught to kids so that they can remember where their geographic locations are. It's more of an exercise in geography than artificing. You don't know what the crazy major spell is for the trademark Atlas of the MacGuffin conglomerate, because that one is actually quite complicated. It has a lot of nice functionality, has a search bar, it wipes your ass sometimes if you need to. It's that kind of a spell.
I get you. But just enough to make it not a
you
basic
do it
map
enough
and
to
get it working.
fix the highlights, and now it shows where Lorica is, it shows where the capital is. It's functioning to a minor degree.
That will work for me.
Hey, what is that thing anyways? I say, walking over.
It's an atlas. It helps point us in the right direction.
I've never seen an atlas in my life.
Have you seen a map?
Not. What do you mean by map? It depends on
Have
your
you seen a
depends on your definition
seen
of a map.
Have you seen a scroll of paper that has locations on it that show you where those locations are?
No, we carved it in the bark.
Okay, well, did you... That's a map.
I guess.
Alright, anyways. That's what that is.
I prefer the bark. I prefer the bark ones.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, this just looks weird.
I don't care.
Well, that's rude. I didn't ask
I'm
if
sorry,
you cared.
but this is like... This is part of my entire family bloodline. I really appreciate the single opinion that you have.
Yeah, well, I'm
but-
not very big on family anymore, so excuse me, I say, walking away.
Dang.
Wonder who got his stick in the ass.
My dick is in nobody's ass.
No, there's a stick in your ass. You need to pull it out.
Oh, I thought you said dick, and I was like, no?
No dicks in
No
asses.
dicks and asses, thank you. This is wholesome Christian.
Unless it's mine.
No.
Alright, on the note of dicks and asses, courtesy
We're
of
not
my
roll
players,
20 ship. We're fucking critical role shipping our characters session 1, bro. We need at least
Star Wars,
200.
baby.
no man trains in my campaign, please. Anyhow, that is how the first session ends. I hope everybody had a great time going through this.
That was good.
Yeah.